Hey, it's April from OTH Crochet Nook. Today I'm going to show you how to make this giant, squishy granny square. I loved doing this. It's a really fast project, perfect for beginners. You only need your fingers and some jumbo yarn. So today I'm using Yarnspiration's Bernat Blanket Extra Thick. I use these colors in gold and vintage white. It is a jumbo 7, but really you can use just one color or multiple colors, up to you. We're going to start with a slip knot. You're going to wrap it around your 4 fingers just like this. And in that loop, you're going to take your pointer and your thumb and you're going to pull that working yarn through, let go and pull. So if you want to rewind that so you can see that again to make a slip knot, please feel free to do that. We are going to use our finger just like a crochet hook and we are going to chain 4. Make sure your working yarn is above your work. It'll be a lot easier when you are working with each stitch because it'll be easier to pull through. So after you've done the chain 4, you're going to slip knot in that very first chain that you made so that we can form a circle because we are going to be working inside a circle. So really we are just making a granny square exactly how you would with yarn and a hook, but you're using your fingers. So just think of it that way. Now we are going to chain 3 right away. This is going to represent a first double crochet of the round. So you're going to chain 3. And then we are going to double crochet 2 times, working in the circle only for this round. So just like you would a hook, you're going to yarn over, pull through, yarn over again, pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops again. So just like you would with a hook, except you're just using your fingers. And as you're working, make sure to pull it tight so that you can keep fitting more and more into this circle because we have a lot more stitches to do. So this represents your first double crochet cluster, but because this was the first one, it does have a chain 3 in it. But we are going to work this 3 more times exactly like this. So we are going to make sure we add chain 1s in between. So we're going to do a chain 1, and then we're going to do a double crochet cluster again. So 3 double crochets in the circle and make sure to chain 1. So we are going to repeat that so that we have 4 double crochet clusters in this round. Now that we have completed 4 double crochet clusters, you have created corners in every chain 1 space that you made for this round. So we're going to finish it off and we are going to chain 1 and then slip stitch in the top of that chain 3 that you made at the very beginning of this round. And that is going to finish this off. If you are continuing with the same color, no need to fasten off. But if you'd like to change colors at this point, you are going to fasten off your yarn and just weave in your ends as neatly as you can. I do like to weave in my ends as soon as I finish my rounds, just so that I don't have to do it later, but this is completely personal preference. So do as you wish, leave your ends to the end if you'd like, or you can weave them in as you go, just like I did. So now I am changing colors to my vintage white. And again, we are working in only the corners. So we have created corners with our chain 1 spaces, which is what I said before. So add your new color of yarn. We are going to just attach it just like this. I like to pull the end through as well as the loop. That way it's kind of secure and it doesn't like fly all over the place and get loose. That's just how I like to do it, but feel free to attach your yarn however you'd like. So we are going to start this round with a chain 3, just like we did in the first round, and that represents your double crochet. Now in each corner, because that is what you are creating in round 2, is going to be double crochet clusters as well, but it's going to be 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. So in this first one, you're doing chain 3, you're doing 2 double crochets, so that will represent your first cluster there. And then we're going to chain 1 and add 3 more double crochets. So again, this is creating the corners of your granny square. And this is pretty much the pattern for this entire round and pretty much for the entire granny square. You'll see that it's very repetitive. You're doing a lot of double crochets. You also can do half double crochets if you'd like. I do like the height of a double crochet, so I have done a triple crochet granny square before. That just makes it look a little bit different and bigger. With this jumbo yarn, I found double crochet was perfect and gave you that perfect size. But honestly, that's personal preference. Just as long as you're doing the clusters and the chain ones, you can definitely choose what stitch you'd like to do. So once you have completed your corners, again, that's 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. You're going to repeat that in every chain 1 space in this round. So you're going to be doing that 4 times. So here is your corner. You're going to see that there. And you've left that chain 1 space in the middle, which is really important for the next round. And then you're going to work that exact same cluster in every corner. So you're going to have 4 corners completed for round 2. So there they are with that. Quite easy to do. And then again, we are going to make sure we chain 1 in between that last one and do a slip stitch at the top of the chain 3 at the beginning of the round, just to fasten this off. So there's your chain 1, and then we're going to go in the top of that chain 3. And we are going to slip stitch to finish this round. Now, again, I am changing colors again, which you do not have to do. But if you do, then you can fasten off and go ahead and weave in your ends or weave them in at the end, whatever you like. But I am fastening off and doing just that so that we can start again for round 3. By now, you've definitely seen the repetition in making a granny square. So every chain 1 space, you're going to be adding a double crochet cluster, and every corner you're going to be adding 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. So really we are going to be adding 4 corners here, but also those chain 1 spaces on the side, you're going to be doing double crochet clusters. So I like starting with the double crochet clusters that are on the side, but again, this is personal preference. You can definitely start in a corner, it's no problem. So I'm attaching my yarn like this, and like I said, I pull the end through as well as the loop just because I think it's more secure that way, but that's just my personal preference. And again, we are going to start with a chain 3, and that is going to represent 1 double crochet there. And then we're going to add the other 2 double crochets right into that chain 1 space, and that is going to be the cluster that is on the side of the granny square. Now we've gotten to our corner, so we are going to do our 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, which is what you should be doing in every single corner. Make sure that you are doing this throughout any granny square pattern. I have gone through granny squares where I forgot to do corners and had to frog a few rows, and that's frustrating. So make sure you're just looking back and you're putting a corner where a corner goes. So in this round, there are 4 corners and 1 cluster in between. So you are going to do your 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, and make sure you're just pushing your stitches back so you can give yourself some room, because the space can get a little tight in that 1 chain 1 space. So try to keep pushing your stitches together so that way you have more room. But we are finished with this first corner here, and you're going to repeat this pattern for this round. So you're going to have 1 double crochet cluster on its own. Make sure you're chaining 1 in between every single cluster. And then in the corners, you're doing 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. So that is the repeat pattern for this round. And really any other round for a granny square. In any chain 1 space, you're doing clusters, and in any corner you're doing that same pattern. So we're going to add all of our clusters and double crochets to that round to complete this granny square. So I stopped here. Feel free to do more rounds, and you can make this one giant blanket of a giant granny square. What my plan was for this is to create 6 or 9 squares to create a big jumbo giant granny square blanket. So that's still the plan. So I still have a few more to go, but at least you have this and you can do as you wish. You can keep going and make one big square or make multiple and kind of make a huge blanket. But a really fun project, really easy to do. Really perfect for beginners, especially if this is the first time you are finger crocheting something. It is really easy to do with jumbo yarn and easier to learn how it looks and how it feels when you're using your fingers as your crochet hook. And I can't wait to finish this blanket. I have a few more squares to go, but now you have the foundation and I can't wait to see what yours looks like. Thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe for more quick yarn tutorials and beginner crafts. All my patterns are always free. Check it out at othcrochetnook.ca.